Amin Buju band members. Today is September 22nd. It's Tuesday. COVID updates for the county. Aiken County today is 76 positive. Last week it was 68. Crow Wing 444. Last week it was 388. Mille County 152, and last week it was 132. In Pine County 287, and last week it was 195. Within the reservation in District 1, there are now 11 positive cases and one is in quarantine. District 2, there are 3 all out of quarantine, and District 3, 5 and out of quarantine. And what is really interesting for Pine County, that they had 100 new cases in 1 week. And that brings us back to the discussion of wearing our masks, the social distancing, and also making sure we wash our hands on a regular basis. And also, if you have any of the symptoms, cold or flu, fever, runny nose, cough, those types of symptoms, please stay home, self-quarantine, and call the nurses hotline, and they will determine if testing is something you should do. And that number is 320-630-0855. 320-630-0855. A little federal news that was long overdue is self-governance. And this started in the era of our chief executive, Arthur Gabo. And he, with 10 plus other tribes, they met to talk about what is the best way to receive federal funding to the tribes. When the tribes talked about how little federal funding that was going directly to the tribes, there was this big issue in meetings and trying to educate the folks. And then there was a federal experiment called self-governance. And that happened way back in the 80s and early 90s. And what was kind of interesting this week is that a bill was actually passed through the Senate and the House. And that is S-209, the Interior Tribal Self-Governance Bill. And that's being sent to the White House. And that took decades to get this bill passed at that level. And so that's pretty exciting for tribes in a self-governance. We have many, many tribes that now receive that funding. Sad news on Friday, the passing of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And we were all very sad to hear of her passing. The USA Today defined her as a legal pioneer for gender equality. And when you think about women's rights, she was behind that 100% as making sure that we had equal rights to men. And so that's sad of her passing. Another piece of federal good news is that the Savannah Act passed the Senate and the House. Savannah's Act is named for Savannah LaFontaine Graywind of Fargo, North Dakota. And she was a pregnant 20-year-old Spirit Lake tribal member who was killed in 2017. And this act will now establish guidelines between the federal government and the American Indian tribes. So I'm pretty excited about that and how that it assists us when we're looking at issues that involved our Indian people. Today is the National Voters Registration Day, and they're asking everybody utilize social media to challenge friends and relatives to utilize the iwillvote.com to register to vote, to update addresses, and request in mail-in absentee ballots if you need it. So that's pretty exciting. Please pay attention to that. Talked a little bit about the COVID earlier, and we are doing the antibody testing. We started today in District 2, and tomorrow it will be in District 3 in the morning from 9 to 12 at the Ojibwe Clinic, and then from 1 to 5 at Mashaquad. So this test is important because it will kind of tell you if you've actually had the virus. And that's very helpful because that will help us determine how we move forward, if you're able to get the virus again or not, if you're immune. So it's very important, if you have the time, to please do take the test. And also it will be done on September 29th in District 1 at the new Health and Human Services building. There are a couple of community events on Friday that if you have lost someone in the past year, there will be a feast, and you will have the opportunity to be fed deer meat, walleye, or wild rice. And that starts at 10 a.m. on Friday at the DNR building. Okay, also at the DNR, and this will be held in the District 1 Cultural Grounds, and that will be September 26th, that's Saturday, and Sunday the 27th. And that is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and there will be some presentations how to finish rice. So if you would like some hands-on, please go over there on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2 p.m. Also, there is a elders picnic at the District 1 ALU, and that starts at noon, and it's just a small social event for the elders, just to get out a little bit and have a little picnic, and I hope to see you there. Please have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Be great.